Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Hark, let's take a look at the Thunder for just a second. What's the key for them?
Thunder substitution, Darius Grant.
And here are the Thunder now.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Rose with the ball. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. To Bowen. Six seconds to shoot. The steal by Grant.
When someone's being that careless and sloppy with the ball, they're begging for it to be taken.
And that one's good, Westbrook.
That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
Rose with the ball. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Here's Dang. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Tough D forces him to miss it at the rim. You won't see that very often.
Here's Green. Trains it from just inside the three-point line.
He detected the early opening there and took advantage. That's a smart decision.
Six seconds to shoot. Intercepted by Harden.
Not the right time to throw that entry pass there, Kevin.
Grant connects from in close.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Coach Del Negro signals for a timeout. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. And you look at Durant, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And of course, James Harden. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Those who shoot high percentages usually take good shots, and that's exactly what he does. He only takes the shots that he feels like he can make. And more times than not, he makes a high percentage of them.
And the story we've seen here from the field, impressive shooting, getting off to a tremendous start.
Boy, Kevin, this is the kind of offensive rhythm that can set you on a nice course. I mean, they definitely want to keep that momentum going. Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Rose, he gets hammered and he'll head to the line. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Thunder. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And of course, the Los Angeles Lakers, 3 games behind. He knocks down the first one.
Clark, you got to be impressed with the combination of quickness and size that this 6'2" guard Derrick Rose possesses.
Well, who wouldn't be, Kevin? I mean, this guy is talented, strong, explosive, but what really stood out to me about Derrick Rose was his unselfishness, his willingness and ability to run a team, set other people up, and not worry about forcing his own offensive game. He can get points when he needs to, and he does that. But he's a unique combination of a guy who wants to set other people up first and can go get his and dominate a game if he needs to, if that's what his team needs to win.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Connected on the shot, and he was fouled. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Grant, shooting 1.
Good for the 3-point play. Chicago trailing here. To Bowen. Leads him with the pass. Right wing. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder go the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
From the floor, they were extremely effective. They got good shots, high-quality shots at the right time. They move the ball, they move themselves, and their offense looked like a well-oiled machine.
Coach Del Negro
Calls for a timeout. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Yep, they'll see them twice this season, so not a lot of face time with these guys.
Here comes Rose, averaging 33 points a contest. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Green, the jump hook. That's good. 6 points for him. And the people do like to see these interconference battles.
Oh, I agree with you, Kevin. Definitely in some sports you don't get to play all the other teams on your home court, so the fans love coming out for these.
Rose with the ball. Here's Dang. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Miller. Sinks it from the high post.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
Grant. Here's Green. Drops it in on the layup.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Swing pass. Here's Bowen. Right over the D.
Boy, I thought that was well played by both teams. Solid defense, but good offense trumps good defense.
Here's Westbrook. 12 points his last outing. Grant is called for the charge. And that's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. You look at the Bulls, right there at the 2 spot. So good.
This is one of the top free throw shooting teams in the league because they work at it. Believe me, they spend a lot of time working on their free throw shooting, and it shows up in games. That's why they're one of the league's best.
Now here's Heinrich. His last outing, 16 points for him. Six seconds to shoot. To Bowen. Defended by Durant. Nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock. He's got 9.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
And coming. Oh! Rose with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Rose. Kept alive. Bowen behind the arc. Can't get it to go.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Green backs down. Here's Grant. Stolen by the Bulls.
Things got jammed up near the rim, and that left a golden opportunity for the steal.
Here's Dang. From just inside the arc, the rebound by Jeff Green.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kirk Heinrich.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
He gets them both. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 7. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Rose can't hit.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
It's tipped. The steal by the Bulls. Rose. Green holds it in, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Here's Grant.
Oh! These guys are in the zone. They're taking it over.
Rose with the ball. 10 points for him. To Bowen. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Miller to stop the drought. Graceful finish. 6 points for him. Here comes Westbrook. He has 6. To Harden. Grant. Oh, just misses, but he'll get 2 shots at the line. That one is on Miller.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
He sinks the second. Rose with the ball. And looking at next Wednesday, it'll be Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers. They'll be playing host to the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Atlanta. Best team in the conference, really having a nice season and looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And of course, there's the Bulls, a game and a half out. Here's Dang, gets in close, finishes with the soft touch. Nice shot by the 6-year veteran out of Duke.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Chicago trailing here. Miller. Here's Rose. Green with the rebound.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
Grant buries the short-range jumper. 14 points for him. Here comes Rose. 10 points for him. Here's Dang. Five on the shot clock. Here's Heinrich. Corralled by Green. And he now has a double-double. Harden in the paint. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack. You know, Clark, you're right. They're really strong inside.
And it's showing up today, Kevin. I mean, really showing up. There's no doubt about it.
Rose with the ball. Here's Heinrich. Trains it for 3.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook. Here comes Rose. Here's Heinrich. Nails it from the wing. He's got 8. Here's Westbrook. He's got 6. To the free throw line. And here is Green. He's covered by Dang. Puts the move on.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
The Bulls retain possession. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. You look at Derrick Rose, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
With his unbelievable scoring ability, he is such a security blanket, not only for his teammates, but for his coaches. I mean, this is a guy that you can count on to produce night in and night out at a high level because there's just not anything he can't do at the offensive end of the floor. That really makes the coach's job a lot easier. Just give him the ball and let him do his thing.
Rose, good.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Here comes Westbrook, averaging 16 points a game. Durant backs him down. The jump hook, that's good.
Durant.
He's got 9.
This is what happens when the defense lags. Wrong guy to give an opening to.
To Bowen. Stolen away by Grant.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Here's Westbrook, lays it right in.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Coach Del Negro wants to talk it over. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense, it could have easily been a different story.
Oklahoma City on D. Dang. Hits the left of the rim and gets the friendly bounce.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Westbrook from close range. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Here comes Rose. He's got 12. Here's Dang. Thomas inside.
Oh, yeah!
Whips in the reverse jam. He has 6.
Oh, man, now that's nasty.
Here's Westbrook. Oh! Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
My goodness gracious, Kevin, that's got to be the dunk of the night. No question about it.
To Dang. The 3. Cannot hit. And the Thunder go the other way.
Great defense there. Challenged the path of the shooter, which caused the miss.
Here's Westbrook. He's covered by Dang. Here's Harden. Knocks down the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
To Rose. Fouled as he went in for the jam. The D saved the dunk, and he'll shoot free throws. They get Russell Westbrook.
Wise foul there, Kevin. You can't give up the easy dunk.
You talk about making a quick transition from college, really from high school to college to pro basketball. What about Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls?
Absolutely phenomenal, Kevin. Strong, explosive. But the most impressive thing to me about Derrick Rose is his demeanor. He's a guy who has the ability to take over, but he's got the disposition of wanting to serve his teammates, and that makes him special.
Does his game remind you of anybody in particular, Clark?
Wow. I mean, in some ways, he's a bigger version of Isaiah Thomas to me and how he runs his team and can get to the basket and make plays.
Gritty, isn't he?
Yeah, very much so. He's got a little bit of that Chicago flavor to him, and those guys all come with a little edge and some competitive fire.
Finally, they get the bucket. 16 points for him.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Dang. Drains it from the corner.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Grant with the charge, and that's his 3rd foul so far. Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebounding. You take a look at Dang, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
In a phrase, he is a glass eater supreme. This guy gobbles up rebounds. He gets them out of his zip code. In other words, he gets them out of his area. He's strong, he's athletic, and he's hungry for every rebound that he can get.
Rose with the ball. 14 points for him.
Coach Del Negro
Calls time.
It's that street ball. We blacking out. Remember we used to be in 262, 21. We be playing ball with sons to get us shooting. I be rapping, to get us shooting. We like, they shooting. They shooting. Made you look. They was clapping in the park, I was rapping. They started clapping in the park, I kept rapping. I'm singing grand, but it wasn't no full call. I'm been starting and walking like street savvy. Blowing the whistle like
Rose with the ball. 18 points for him. Here's Heinrich. Hits the quick shot. 10 points for him. The Thunder with the lead. Grant. Here's Green. Nails it from close range. Nice bucket by the 3rd-year man out of Georgetown. To Lucas. Five on the shot clock. The steal by Harden. Leads him in. Westbrook lays it in. Sweet time to lead him to the rack. They're in front, 64-56. Here's Heinrich in close. Graceful finish. 12 points for him.
Not bad, partner. If he keeps this up and they can get a few stops, they should be able to narrow this margin.
And here are the Thunder now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Green, and it's Dang with the rebound.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Lucas, right wing. Lucas drains it from short range.
They have clearly come out here with something to prove.
Here comes Westbrook. 12 points for him. Here's Grant from short range. And Luol Deng pulls it down.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
Rose with the ball. 4-point game. And Heinrich gets it to go.
They're playing at a really high level to start the half, hitting all of their shots so far. Good ball movement and shot making.
Oh! Rips it down with both hands. 18 points for him.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Here's Heinrich. Connects from in close.
This is an unbelievable start to this game. They're running their offense to perfection. Everything is right on target.
Grant hits the front rim and in. Rose with the ball. 18 points for him.
Coach Del Negro
Wants a timeout.
The one-year college requirement, Clark, is interesting. We're seeing kids now come out after their freshman year, some after their sophomore year in college. Is it helping or hurting college? And is it helping or hurting the NBA?
Well, I think it's a mixed bag at this point. It's only been a couple of years now that we've had the mandatory go-to-college rule for high school players. They've got to at least spend a year in college, and at that point they can determine whether they go to the NBA. I think 1 year of college is better than none. I certainly think 2 or 3 years of college would be ideal, but right now we are where we are, and I do think it has a negative impact in some cases on the colleges and on the pro game. Pros don't get fully or...
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Grant guarded by Heinrich. Inside, here's Grant. Misses the baby hook.
Oh, man! That shot looked like a sure thing, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Green. Dunks it down with one hand.
Terrific sequence that time. Quick hands for the steal, and they streak out for the fast break finish.
Rose. Around the league, here we go. A recap from yesterday. Out in New York, the Knicks pick up the win, so the Pacers drop back. The Mavericks drop one on the road as the Lakers come out with the win. A win by the Raptors at the Air Canada Center. San Antonio Spurs going down. And back to the game we go. On defense, Chicago. The lead is 2.
Wow, it's been all offense all game. Everybody's got the hot hand.
To Heinrich. The shot misses, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Here's Cephalosha. Takes it up, drops it in on the layup. They're up 89-87. Here's Heinrich. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here are the Thunder now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Grant drains it from the low block. 22 points for him. Chicago trailing here. Dang. Puts up the baby hook, and that is good.
That's where you're going to get the high percentage looks. Easy 2 there.
Here comes Westbrook. 12 points for him. Grant, guarded by Heinrich. He's covered by Rose.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Here's Miller on the perimeter. Here's Rose. Can't get the three to fall.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
It's a close game here in Chicago. To Miller. To the baseline. Dumps it off. Heinrich. Knocks down the trifecta. Here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. To the free throw line. Talk about that rebounding edge, Clark. That's definitely had an impact for them in this game.
Well, I think you open up your opportunities, Kevin, when you can stay strong in the paint area and control the boards. I mean, that's a critical element in winning basketball games, rebounding the ball.
Chicago calls timeout. And moments ago, our very own Cheryl Miller had a chance to speak with Vinny Del Negro. Cheryl?
Hey guys, he told him it's time to turn it up a notch. He said there's plenty of time to rest.
You know the coach drew up a nice play when you get an easy dunk on the inbounds pass.
Grant backs in. Here's Thomas. The Bulls with a chance to retake the lead. The steal by Grant. The Thunder with the lead. Grant lays it in off the glass. Now here's Heinrich. 20 points for him. Here's Heinrich. The shot no good, and the Thunder go the other way. Just over 8 minutes left to the fourth. The handoff to Green. Floats it up. Kept alive. Thomas. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Something to look forward to this Wednesday. It's going to be Chris Paul and the New Orleans Hornets. They make the trip to Oklahoma City to face the Thunder. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra. Oh! He's not the guy you would expect to compete in the dunk contest, but he can still throw it down when he needs to.
Rose with the ball. He's got 25. To Heinrich. Tipped. Stolen away by Grant.
He just lost another. Oh!
Chicago calls timeout. Rose with the ball. About 7.5 minutes left in the game. You're right, Clark. He's not seeing the defense well here.
No, he's not reacting at all, and you hate to see that. I mean, it's tough, but he's a pro, and I think he'll be fine. It's just kind of tough to see right now.
And here are the Thunder now, after the miss by the Bulls. Grant, he's covered by Rose, and Green gets it to go.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
Stolen by the Thunder.
Just careless ball handling there. That's inexcusable. They need to get back to what they were doing in the first half, Kevin.
Now here's Heinrich, averaging 12 points a game. He's got to push it. Rose. Here's Heinrich. Rose leads the game in assists.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Here's Westbrook. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Grant. Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kurt Heinrich. Clark, you were talking about ball handling. Turnovers can cause so many problems.
Well, it disrupts anything you're trying to do offensively, and then it can fuel the opponent because you give them opportunities to go against little or no defense when you turn the ball over. So it makes it difficult for you to get back and play set defense when you're turning it over.
That's a great point. Howell is in at center.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
Howard laid in softly off the glass.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that soft.
Here comes Rose. 27 points for him. Chicago calls timeout. Rose with the ball. To the stripe, another steal.
They're really having a hard time handling this defense. I mean, just not handling the ball as well as they were before.
Now here's Heinrich, following the score by Oklahoma City. To Thomas. Here's Thomas, tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Yeah, we're definitely seeing more turnovers as this one goes on.
Well, sometimes what happens, Kevin, is you have a little bit of a lapse in concentration. The defensive pressure picks up at the same time, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Thomas gets another shot, and this time it counts. Here comes Westbrook. He's got 16. Howard backs him down. Lays it in off the up and under.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Rose with the ball. Right around 5 minutes left to the fourth. Bowen. Here's Miller. The tray. Westbrook pulls it in.
You know, Kevin, all these rebounds allow them to attack the defense before they have a chance to get back and set up on D.
And here are the Thunder now. A 12-point game. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. Heinrich picked up his final foul, and he'll have to sit the rest of this one out. And he makes the first one. He gets them both. Rose with the ball. 27 points for him. Deflects the pass. The steal by Grant. High post. Rips it down with one hand. And Clark, you're right about what they've been able to accomplish with strong work down low.
Especially on long shot attempts. It's much easier to get back on defense after scoring.
Rose with the ball. The dump off to Dang. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Heinrich. Knocks down the open jumper. 24 points for him. Here comes Westbrook. 18 points for him. Grant connects.
He's taken center stage here in the second half. He's been getting bucket after bucket.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Rose with the ball. Here's Miller. Thomas is on him. Throws it up. Here's Oklahoma City. It's a 16-point game. Here's Green. It's blocked, and he recovers the ball. Terrific D by Miller. Up ahead to Dang. Here's Rose. Cans it from in close. He's got 29 points.
This guy is really providing a lot of offense for him right now.
Here comes Westbrook. Grant unloads from 9. Kept alive. Here's Thomas. Missed. Dang has picked up his first foul of the game.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
He knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Down by 15. Here's Heinrich. Cannot hit, and the Thunder go the other way. 2:29 left in the game. Grant.
What a fierce rebound, Kevin. The big man is definitely in this game.
Here's Rose. Inside runner. Banks it home.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
The Thunder take a full timeout. They're winning by 13. 1:58 left in the fourth. And here are the Thunder now. 13-point lead. Here's Grant. Scooped up. Westbrook capitalized on the offensive rebound. He's got 28 in this quarter alone. To Dang. Buries the free throw line jumper.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
And here is Green, guarded by Heinrich, puts up the baby hook, and Green gets it to go.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. He's playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
Rose with the ball. He has 31. Here's Dang, releases from 15. Shot's good. Thomas is in at center. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Here's Green. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack.
My goodness, it seems like he's gotten every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
Here,
Nice looking reverse dunk there, and the defense couldn't do anything about it.
The Thunder should slow it down here and use some clock. Grant in close, and it's Miller with the rebound.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win here. Rose with the ball. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot by Heinrich no good. 37 seconds left to the fourth. And despite the fact they've been beaten on the boards, this one is still close.
Kevin, they're still in it. They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
And so here is Chicago, down by 15. Another steal. And here are the Thunder now. The lead is 15, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Rose with the ball. Here's Dang. Baseline J off target. Here's Grant. The Thunder walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Bulls, 129-112. Grant is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is still scoring, and anytime you score that many points, you're giving a big boost to your team.
Time for us